Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet, and it's once again a beginner's guide. I'm going to explain the shop. The difference between the global shop and an area shop, and I'm going to talk about the currency too, because it's a little bit related to each other. So this is something that I'm sure of a lot of people don't know. At the start you cannot know that. I'm sure that people that play the game already for some time don't know this either, but if you don't understand the difference between the area shop and the global shop, first of all, you will pay a lot of more money. And second of all, most of the time you cannot continue your fishing trip and you need to come back. So you pay the travel cost again. So first of all, the global shop. In the global shop, you will find everything. So you can see it here. You got the rods here. You got freshwater rods. You got saltwater rods. You can just click here on the filter what you want spinning rods from this brand and so on and so on. You can do it with reels. You can see here what you want, a spinning reel. The ratio on the reel, is it a fast one, a slow one? You click it here. The line capacity, how much line can you stack on the recovery? That's how much every time that you do one turn, how much that you recover in meter. So if you want to get the fast one, you take here the fastest one, and you can see the recovery is 120 centimeter. These are the fast reels for trout and all that stuff. It's important because they jump, otherwise you lose it. And here is the max rack. So this is the shop. Another thing, they are just, you unlock them by leveling. So you can see here across, this is level 1, level 3, and so on. So this is the level. So you cannot get them, you cannot buy them if you don't have a certain level. There are in total, let me think, 3 currencies. So the first one is the normal one. You see that here at the top. So you just see here the package of currency. You just get it by doing, by fishing and selling fish. You will get it probably by winning tournaments and all that stuff too. Missions are possible to give it to and all that stuff. But the main source of getting normal currency is just buy, not buy, catch fish and sell fish. Then you got the Baitcoin one. That's this one. This is the premium. So Baitcoins, you need to buy them here. But I would suggest that you never do that. Never do that. This is a very big mistake. So it's not worth it. Don't do that. You will get them in DLCs too. Baitcoins. So why do you need to use Baitcoins? Most of the time you use them for forward the time if you are locked out. Maybe a low level license, to buy a low level license. So an unlimited license that you don't need to worry anymore about it. But at the end they are not that important, Baitcoins. People always say, yeah, Baitcoins, but you never use them really, only to forward the time, and that's it, or maybe to buy a barbless hook or something, or a certain lure, but you guys can see I almost never use them. So that are Baitcoins, and then you got the last one, and that's that blue one. This is club tokens. Club tokens are something very special, because at the moment you don't have access to get them, because this is not on. So you only can get them if the club season, the club league season is on, and at the moment it's not running. I think they are working on it, but they didn't really have a lot of time. But if this is live, so we got the club league season, you can get them. At the moment you only can get them by buying them. With this pack. So here you got 3000 tokens. You only can buy them once on Steam. I think on the console you can buy them more than once. Is this worth it at the moment? Not really. What are you going to do with the club tokens? A setup you cannot buy, or you need to be a very rich guy. So if you check the setups, do we got setups here? There are setups that you can buy. So here 6572. So that means that you need to buy 2 of those packs to buy this. But this is just the same, another skin like one that you can buy. So, but at the moment you can only get them by buying the pack with real money. I expect in the future that we are going to get a new league system, and then you can get them. So that's it a little bit. So what is the difference? So you got a global market. You can buy everything in the global market. And you got area markets. Area markets are always more expensive, and not all the stuff you can buy on an area shop. So always remember that. I'm going to give you guys an example. So for example, this is not really a mistake that a lot of people make, but so you can see here, you start this game, so you can see bread here is 10 currency on the global market. If I go now to Lone Star, and if I go here to the shop, guess what? The bread is here 15 currency. It's 50% more expensive. So at the start, always try to buy your baits at the global market, because you can lose a lot of money this way, you know. So if you don't understand this, there are in this game, for example, if you go to the higher baits, 50% of the higher baits is a lot of money if you buy 1,000 of them. So watch that. So the area markets are more expensive. Another thing, and this is going to ruin your trip, not everything that you buy in this shop, global shop, you can buy on the area shop. A very good example, and that's a little bit a fuck you from the developers, I need to say. So if you go to the UK, you need to have your ground bait. So you need to buy the particles. And the particles, guess what? You can buy them in the global shop. But if you go to the UK, you travel to the UK, you cannot buy them here. And that's problematic, because on that moment, you need to come always back. So that's one that I already know for some time. So here are no particles that you can buy. So if you come here and you're not prepared, you think by yourself, I'm going to buy it all in the UK. It's not in the UK shop. If you check the rods here, the rods are here. So that's already good. But sometimes, for example, if you come here, you're not going to do that probably. But you want to spin fish here. And you think by yourself, fuck, I forgot a certain lure. Yeah, forget it. These are the lures that you get here. So here you can see it. So they are limited. Equipment is limited. Some things you cannot buy. Why is this most of the time very good? The shops on the areas, you can see right away what works on the area. So you can see in the UK, this is going to work. They got pike here. And I'm sure that the pike bites on that. So that's always what I do a little bit. It's a little bit, how can you say it? The developers, it's like a hidden tip that they give to you. They say this works here, because they will never sell equipment or lures or baits that don't work for a certain area. But if you want to come here and you forgot something and you want to have a specific piece, yeah, you will not find it. So here you can see it. A very nice example is Alberta. So if you come to a new area and you don't know what works, yeah, just check the shop. So this works. These jerkbaits are the best for the pike here. This is pike 2. And then if you want to go to the salmon, this is lake trout salmon. So you can see right away what works really well just by looking at the shop. Crankbaits work really well here. So that's a little bit a tip that they always give. But for example, if you want to buy now on this one, let's say the casting spoon, yeah, you're fucked, because a casting spoon works really well for pike too, but they don't sell it here. So that's very important. So that was it, guys. So remember the currency. So bait coins, it looks nice, but it's not that important. The Club Series tokens, they only are farmable as the league is up. 50% more expensive, I'm not sure it's always 50% more. Be sure that you plan your trip and that you got all your equipment with you if you go to a certain area. That's very important. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of money on over-expensive baits or on the travel fee because you need to come back. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye-bye.